Good afternoon, and welcome to the Recovering Perfectionist Mama podcast, Grace in Progress. This is your first time joining us. Welcome. Happy to have you. I'm Buffy. I'm a women's lifestyle creator on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, covering topics such as marriage and parenting, as well as mental health, fitness, nutrition, life hacking, biohacking, cycle syncing, gut microbiome, self-empowerment, self-improvement. My goal is to arm you with information about certain topics or topics that are of interest to women's lifestyle space and allow you to use that information in any way you see fit, live the life you want to live, level up, and show your children that living a good life is possible and that be part of your legacy. And I would love to have that as my legacy as well. So today we're going to talk about the self-trust comeback, rebuilding intuition and inner confidence. You've second-guessed yourself long enough. How many of you can relate with that? It's time to rebuild your intuition, reclaim your confidence, and come home to the voice inside you that already knows. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Recovering Perfectionist Mama, Grace in Progress podcast, the space where we trade overthinking for alignment and rebuild the confidence we forgot we had. Sounds great, doesn't it? Today, we're diving into something most of us struggle with, but rarely name out loud, self-trust. If you've ever replayed a conversation 10 times, if you've ever polled 5 people before making one small decision, if you've ever silenced your gut because you were afraid of being wrong, this episode is for you. Because here's the truth. You've second-guessed yourself long enough. It's time for your self-trust comeback. How we lose self-trust. Let's start with the why. You weren't born doubting yourself. As kids, we trusted our instincts. What we liked, what we didn't, what felt good or wrong. But over time, conditioning crept in. We were told to be nice instead of saying no. We were praised for pleasing others instead of listening to our own boundaries. We learned to look outward for approval instead of inward for answers. Little by little, we outsourced our intuition, and eventually we stopped asking ourselves, what do I want? We started asking, what will make everyone else happy? That's how self-trust erodes. Not overnight, but piece by piece. Signs you've lost self-trust. You might not even realize it's happening. Here are some red flags that you've drifted away from your intuition. 1, you seek constant reassurance before making decisions. 2, you overthink even simple choices. 3, you feel anxious about disappointing others. 4, you struggle to identify what you actually want. 5, you keep ignoring your gut even when it's right. 6, you say yes when your whole body screams no. Sound familiar? That's not weakness, that's misalignment. And alignment can be rebuilt. The self-trust comeback. Let's talk about how to get that self-trust back. Rebuilding self-trust is like strengthening a muscle. It takes consistency, not perfection. Here's where to start. 1, start listening to your body. Your intuition speaks through sensations, not spreadsheets. Notice how decisions feel in your body. A yes often feels like expansion or lightness. A no feels like a contraction or tension. Your body keeps score. Start listening. 2, stop outsourcing decisions. Every time you ask for 5 opinions before acting, you're reinforcing that you don't know enough. Challenge yourself. Make small decisions alone. What to wear, what to eat, how to spend your time. Each small, I've got this moment, rewires your brain for confidence. 3, journal with curiosity, not judgment. Write down decisions you've made and how they turned out. Instead of labeling them as good or bad, ask, what did I learn? What would I do differently next time? This removes shame and builds self-awareness. 4, set boundaries and keep them. Every time you honor your own boundary, you send a message to your subconscious. I can count on me. Start with something small. Say no when you mean no. Don't over-explain. Trust that your no is enough. 5, use the 3-second rule. When making a decision, give yourself 3 seconds to answer before seeking outside validation. The first instinct is usually your truth. The rest is fear trying to talk you out of it. 6, forgive your past self. Every version of you did the best she could with what she knew. You can't rebuild self-trust while beating yourself up for the times that you ignored it. Forgiveness is the foundation of trust. 7, act before you feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before you act. It grows because you act. The moment you start following through in your intuition, even in small ways, that inner voice gets louder and stronger. Now let's talk about mindset shifts. Let's shift your mental framework around trust. Mindset shift 1. My intuition is a skill, not a mystery. It's not magic, it's awareness developed through practice. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. Mindset shift 2. I don't need permission. If you keep waiting for external approval, you'll live your whole life on pause. Trust means acting on your own green light. Mindset shift 3. I can't get it wrong. Even when it doesn't go as planned, you're still learning something that aligns you closer to truth. You're not making mistakes, you're gathering clarity. Mindset shift 4. My voice matters. You don't need to shout to be powerful. You just need to honor your inner whisper. Let's talk about actionable strategies to practice daily. Daily check-in. Each morning ask, what do I need today? And listen before checking your phone. 2. Micro commitments. Do one small thing you say you'll do daily, like journaling, stretching, or drinking more water. This rebuilds self-integrity. Decision detox. Take 1 week off from asking others for advice. See how much more peaceful you feel. 4. Intuitive pauses. Before responding to a request, say, let me think about it. Give your intuition space to speak. 5. Evening reflection. Ask yourself, where did I trust myself today? Write it down and reinforce it. So in closing, self-trust is the root of everything. Peace, purpose, confidence, joy. Without it, you chase validation. With it, you become unstoppable. So here's your reminder, Mama. You already know what you need. You already have the answers. You just forgot how powerful you are. Let this be your self-trust comeback because you've second-guessed yourself long enough. Share this episode with a woman who's ready to stop seeking permission and start trusting herself again. Then tag me at recovering_perfectionist_mama with one decision you made without overthinking it, and let's celebrate together. So hopefully I gave you some actionable tips and strategies to help you work on your self-trust comeback, because ultimately trusting yourself is very important, and intuition is a really good tool to have in your back pocket. So hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.